your soul. You once sought the light, but the darkness took hold and it's spinning. The training. Now you march through ash with a hollow stare, trading hope for a cursed despair, and it's burning. Oh yeah, the training. Supernova core your pain. You're mounted death domain. You won't feel nothing. Spellbound king. You're mounted death domain. You won't feel nothing. Silence minds and broken nose. Shattered dreams in the crypts below. You never saw it coming. The training. So you shadow pain or feed the void. Consume the world you helped destroy, but it's burning. Oh yeah, the training. Supernova core your pain. You're mounted death domain. You won't feel nothing. Spellbound king. You're mounted death domain. You won't feel nothing. Supernova call your pain. You won't feel a thing. Spellbound king. You won't feel a thing. Supernova call your pain. You mounted death domain. You won't feel nothing. Spellbound king. You mounted death domain. Living in a train, supernova call your pain. Death domain. You won't feel nothing. Spellbound king. You mounted death domain. It's the mic with the slant, cast spells and all. In it comes in mail with the best to blow. Caging love, talking through time, gates in the door. Wait with face and drunk fears and I'm staggering home. Warcraft warriors, bows in the night. Near comes an AA when legends ignite. Feel the falling, Hitman lost his spark. Champion blood, my fucking names in the dark. Oh! Delta Warcraft engine burning bright at dawn. Strategies like puzzles gotta get your pieces on. Like the overseer with the mightiest flow. Casting in the tools make a faction grow. Marking names in the dark. Start the Warcraft engine burning bright at dawn. Strategies like puzzles gotta get your pieces on. Like the overseer with the mightiest flow. Casting in the tools make a faction grow. Warcraft warriors bows in the night. Here comes an AA when legends ignite. Fear the falling, Hitman lost his spark. Champion blood, my fucking name's in the dark. Start the world of vision burning bright at dawn. Strategies like puzzles gotta get your pieces on. Like the overseer with the mightiest flow. Casting every tools make a faction grow. Casting every tools make a faction grow. Start the Warcraft engine burning bright. Strategies like puzzles in the night. Here comes an AA when a message in blue. Oh. Like the overseer with a bow. Casting a big duel, sinking the dough. Missing that big two-way, fierce fall from grace. Tales of conquest written on every face. Forcing humans crashing out, taking flight. Until rise again under the moon's gold light. Mr. Right chronicles these mythical deeds, announcing every battle plan and legendary scenes. Marking names in the dark. Marking names in the dark. Walking names in the dark. Walking names.
Yo, what's up? What's going on, people? Go look at some Stickler games. He's streaming. They have songs called 8 Pool and 2 Racks Pressure, both about early cheese strats. That's funny. That's funny. I haven't made songs in a long time. I'll pay service now stuff, so about making pro DOS players rage quit. Well, did you see Hupsea? He just played an entire game against this guy, against this Terran player, without getting warp gate. Just straight getting the gates and queuing them like a barracks. And he won. And it's like a late warp gate he used as like a late game tech. It was really interesting. In this instance, it's a Warcraft 3 now. With Made in Peru top left and Stickler, Mr. Stickler in the bottom right, playing as the Blue Night Elf, who is, give or take, 2100. He's probably, I would say he's my favorite Night Elf player outside of Jens. Favorite human player? Leon. Favorite orc player? Probably Grubby, Hitman, and Carson. Of the guys I like watching play orc. Oh, this is a fast tech. Fast tech Farseer. Wow. Favorite undead player? Hmm.
A player's forces are under attack.
Almost. Well, technically it is, but I have some days I got to do to clean up. I have to like close up my room and stuff. Is there a reason why people always get 8 drones before the spawning pool? 8 pool. Well, there's the new build orders that are out. Check out the pig videos. So it's like 14 hatchery, and then pool after Overlord, which is a bit greedy. Moon, not your favorite? No way. I don't like watching those guys because they're not like, I'll watch them if it's on. It's obviously great gameplay, but it doesn't represent what I want to watch. You know what I mean? I want people like, if that entire scene disappeared, we could replace those players, and nobody, and you know, people like, oh, this is the greatest human player now. It's like, why do you like this hockey team? I like this hockey team because I like this hockey team, or I like the player on that team. You know, Leon's my favorite human, and then like Leon as a streamer and as a person. Happy is the GOAT. Obviously, you want to watch Happy if you can, but he doesn't stream on W3C, and he plays stupid games on Battle.net and only caters to tournaments and stuff for money. So, can't really watch Happy games that much, right? So, not the person I'd love to see play, but like undead players I like watching. I would say Say So when he plays undead. It's fun. Like Sheik plays undead, but it's hard because sometimes Sheik plays orc and people are bouncing around. You know, Stickler got the claws +8 and the boots. Nice. Against the Farseer is really good. He got Naga too. So it's a quick second hero here. Mana burn. Oh, did he get? Oh my god, I thought he got surrounded for a second. Favorite orc players, Mike? I wish I was better. Well, I'm better than I used to be when I started. When I started, I was like 1100-ish, maybe even less to start. Then did some Peon League stuff and got a little bit better. Hover around 1300 for a couple seasons. Stayed in 1400 for a couple seasons. 1500 for a couple seasons. And then hit 1600 last season. So if I grind games, I can get better and better. It just there's only so much you can play if you're streaming other things and you're playing running tournaments. I spend a lot of time running tournaments and events. But yeah, no. I could beat sometimes good players and I lose to bad players. That's my wavelength. That's like me in ball hockey too. Like sometimes I play out of this world when I used to play a lot. And then I just let in the stupidest goal where like I should have had that. Look at the farce here, taking abuse here. What do we got? Ancient of Wonders. Expos up. Looking good for Stickler here. To be honest, back in the early 2010s when StarCraft 2 was out, I watched a lot of StarCraft 2 tournaments. Yeah, and the StarCraft ESL and all that stuff, and you know, like I watched. Do I like Command and Conquer? I don't. It's like Command and Conquer is not something I want to play anymore. What's GOM? It's really tough here, and I understand the Farseer Naga thing. Like it kind of like you can make it work, but against DH Naga. Oh, I never watched it. Never watched it. Or maybe I have and I don't remember, but I don't think I have. Level 2. It's good as long as it isn't Command & Conquer 4. No, I don't even seen that. I haven't seen any of the Command & Conquers in a long time, to be honest. What the hell? Oh man, Stickler has this game. Oh, nice. Nice way to get out. And he's gonna lose his parts here for that. He got greedy. He got super greedy. GG. That's a good game by Stickler. But then again, like, did he go random? Yeah, he went random. What the heck? In 4, they removed the base building and killed the series. Oh, no, you can't do that. No way, you can't do that stuff. Why would you take out the base building? That doesn't make any sense to me. EA things. Yeah, you know, people do stupid things. Let's check out Hazy playing random Northern Isles. Hazy versus Baron. Sheik. I know Angry Acolyte's good at, you know, Nardbu playing human. Okram playing human. Jens. Actually, Jens is trying to get like 2,500 with undead. That would be cool. Well, it's like most game companies, they shoot themselves in the foot for anything else, right? Decision making is ultimately the most important thing, and that's in sports, that's in anything. We have the tools, we have the knowledge, we have the money, and we just shoot ourselves in the foot by not making appropriate decisions. Or you have the wrong person making decisions about things, like let's make this person CEO of Xbox, let's make this person CEO of this company, this person's going to come in and we're going to microtransactions everything, and we're going to throw this game out the window. We're going to make a PTR patch about this game, and we know nothing about the balance and the meta of the thing, and we're just going to change everything, right? It's too bad. It happens all the time. Oh, Hazy got to work here. Evanescence. Anybody knows Amy Lee, the singer? Evanescence? Her daughter came out with a band and a new song, actually. Same type of music. True story. Okay, so this is interesting. Made in Peru did the same thing. He put his altar at the front. He put the burrow at the back. Hey, Phil, what's up, buddy? Phil, I tagged you in the Discord. There's a game that's like shooter zombie stuff. You should check it out. I think you'll like it. I might play it. The demo. Keeper for Hazy. Sorry, Evanescence. Yeah. Sorry, I post everything. I tag people. But I think it might be of interest to be honest. CC and Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Battlefield, Battlefront, Dead Space, lots of IPs just off the top of my head, and they almost do nothing with it. That's the thing. You know, you buy up too many companies, you get too big, and then IPs just sit. Happens all the time. That's the thing. It's like when Blizzard was just Blizzard and nobody owned them. They could do anything. They can take 5 years to make a game and then make money. But once you get bought and you get assimilated into the mass, monopoly of things, assets and things go missing. I'm sure they have people sitting in the basement somewhere in a mail room. They're like, hey, I'm the old programmer. They forgot about me, but they're paying my whole salary. And they just forgot that they're paying me. I'm sure that kind of stuff happens. Imagine. That'd be like best gig ever. Meanwhile, you're getting paid to sit in the basement, in the mailroom, in the dungeon. And you're like, well, nobody's going to pay attention to me. I might as well work here on my own game at the same time. Dragon Age Origins and Mass Effect Trilogy were like 10/10 RPGs and super popular, but they were like, nah, let's not do that again. Looks exactly like GoldenEye. Yeah, exactly. Looks exactly like GoldenEye, but apparently it's good. I got these this agency that reaches out to me and sends me Steam keys all the time for all these games. And some of them are really interesting and some of them are terrible, but they send them to me anyways. And they ask me sometimes to make content. And I tell them all the time, like, my content doesn't go anywhere, but I'll make it if you really want. I'll try. So I did that for No Rest for the Wicked. One of my videos did well, and another one did nothing. But at the same time, you never know. Is Blizzard worse since it was sold? They were sleeping in Overwatch more than since they last sold it. Obviously Blizzard is not the same company it once were. Right? It's never going to be like in its heyday. They have some kind of like suit guy running decisions, maybe. Yeah, it's SOE 64 or something. Yeah, made this in original WoW. They were amazing. Yeah, like original WoW was innovative. StarCraft 2, Blizzard, and Warcraft 3, Warcraft 2. All these games are innovative. You know, whether they borrowed ideas from people or not, they're still innovative. Everything they did, and then they just did nothing with them. WoW killed the original Blizz team. The pay to play model was hungry, divisive. Hey, Lado, what's up, buddy? I don't know. They are literally just trying to release their games over and over to make more money off it. I think WoW is the worst Blizzard game. Well, it's not a good game. It's just that it's a simple game. It's like Minecraft for adults. Now adults play Minecraft. So it's like social media. What's the easiest thing that people are going to get hooked on? Let's make a social aspect behind it. Let's put it behind a paywall, and people are going to pay to make friends. You know, Diablo 2 was one of their best games. and Diablo 4, and it's just I personally think like Diablo 3 better than I like Diablo 4. I'm just saying. And I was really frustrated with Diablo 3 when it came out, especially when it had the all the currency and you could buy and shop with real money and all this stuff.
A player's forces are under attack.
Diablo 1, I think Diablo 1 they had the right idea. Everybody, there are a lot of people that say that's one of their favorite games because it was, at the time, was great. But yeah, like I have Diablo 1. I tried to play it. I just couldn't play it. The new expansion they just added to the Diablo 2 Resurrected is total crap. Well, it's just to make money, right? They released new content for a 20-year-old game to make money off of it. That's all it's about. But at least they didn't break the game. They made a new hero. You know, some items.
A player's forces.
Yeah, well, Diablo 1 was, again, the first of its kind, really. Wish they released Tavern Hero or something. Actually, you know what's funny? You say that, Mushu? I can see them releasing Warcraft 4. I can see them releasing like some kind of IP spin-off that another company's going to make for them. Or it's going to be a campaign expansion with like a Tavern Hero attached to the campaign. That you know, you'll pay $25 for it and then get that. Oh, Evanescence, super ballsy here. I think that makes sense. I mean, we don't really know. I think the only reason why that screenshot got released of what was coming up in the timeline because somebody got fired from Blizzard. Always put 1 AP at home for the AP rush. Yeah, but sometimes you don't always have enough. They screwed up Call of Duty. How did they screw up Call of Duty? And not in the know. Tell me. The APs, man. Best part is they're never repairing it. I don't even know if he can't actually defend this. I don't want to be negative about everything, but the newest one is so bad. I really liked it. Well, like, what's negative about it? Like, what's bad? Hazy's got no lumber, so he can't rebuild his base. Like, it doesn't play well. Controls are off. Bad maps. You know what's funny? It's not necessarily a lost game, but he's rebuilding a tree here.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's mostly negative. I've never seen any gameplay though. Doesn't feel like COD? Well, there you go. That's a problem, right? It doesn't feel like COD. It's not COD. Really, eh? Really?
A player's force now is under siege.
Look at these moon walls. I love how he thinks he's base trading here. There's an entire base here. Amazing. Can build a worm mill maybe in the back. It's rare for a big game to get that. It's normally mixed review score at worst. It's about you piss off your fan base. They tried to steal my money. Also, they refused to refund my money on Steam, claiming it played it more than 2 hours when I played it for 20 minutes. Yeah, it's funny you say that, Phil. I heard that recently. A couple people have been complaining about that online and on social media. If that happens, you just go to your credit card company, call them, and say, "This is what happened. I tried to get a refund as part of the policy. I have the claim that is 20 minutes, and you know, they won't give me my money back." And credit card companies will usually side with you anyways, and you can charge back. Finally got it back 6 months later. I threatened to sue. Yeah, sometimes you don't.
A player's forces are under attack.
15 to be friendly request later. Right? Does he have pillage? No, he doesn't. You know what's funny? I don't think this game's over. What he can do here is he could build a war mill and harvest a bunch of lumber. But he's gonna go attack with the peons. Well, this kind of makes sense. He's using the peons. Blade. Heal. Oh my god, he actually might win this. So he might have a refund limit to counter refund I'm using. Still, if you have a legitimate claim and you talk to them. To be honest, I thought he was going to build his tree here. Shadow Hunter, heal. Heal wave. Wow, Hazy's
Player's forces are under attack.
Hazy's gonna win this. Yeah. Well, most places should have a refund policy, regardless, right? Verge. Walk. Oh, he's got wells here, though. Windwalk out. Okay, when EP goes down. This is so close. So close.
Are under attack.
Solar, what MMR are you, by the way? I've never seen you play. Or you used to play. Oh, he's this close. This close. Amazing. Yeah. So have you played though at all? Because you've been playing the Scouring. So what's your Warcraft 3 MMR? I don't know if you said Solar or Phil. I'm like 850. I said Solar. 850 and 980 between all four races right now. Just pick one. Just pick one and run with it. 1200 elf is bad. 1200 today is good. Right? Like 1200 today is not 1200 from 3 years ago. Just FYI. 850 is lower than 1200. So here, let's look at this. Right now, I'm looking at a range of 2,000 to 3,500 MMR players. Right? If I scroll up, 2,500 to 3,500, there's like a handful of games. Okay, think about it like this: I'm like 1,600, hovering around there. I hit 1,644 last season. That would put me at like top 15% of the player base. So if a 2,500 player played me, it would be like me playing an 800 player in terms of like skill gap and how fast I would lose. Right? Like if I go all the way down here, there's actually some players 400 and under. 500 under, 280, 241. These guys here, I would destroy in 2 seconds. Like Forest Spirit's got 90 MMR. He's still playing. Forest Spirit used to be in our Discord 3 times, but that's another story. So there's somebody with 90 MMR, 84 MMR now. Okay, there's people with 280 MMR, and there's, I think the max we've had where it's like 2,700 or something. Warcraft 3 Champions a mod. It's a private, it's a separate server. It's like a third-party server. We play on there. We don't play on Battle.net most of the time. I think Forrest just can't play because of lag. He still tries. His 90 MMR like Iron in League. 90 MMR is grass, so it's like bottom 1%. Yeah, less than grass, basically. Iron is basically your internet can barely connect to the League server, like potato elo. It's like if you have bad internet, you're never gonna win. But if you're gonna try it anyways, why not? Let's go 1800. Like, so let's look at this MMR range. So I'm like, let's say I'm 1600, right? Work, and I play an 1800 player. There's a higher possibility that I take a game or two off of them, but they should on paper beat me. And the higher I go, the less likely that I'm going to win a game against any of these guys. Now, if we go back all the way here, 1600, here's 1700, here's 1600. Now, I'm 1600 and we go down to 1500, there's still chances that guys at 1500 take games of me because MMR is not a fixed number. It's a stagnant number, right? Like you're 1600, but you're depending on how well you're playing at a 1500 well. Sometimes I play really well and I beat some 1700s. That happens. Like, and the further you get down here, like nobody here, 1400 and under should ever beat me. Just like somebody, 2700 MMR should never lose to anybody. Let's say here. Maybe once in a while they lose a game here. And the closer they get, the percentage goes up, right? So, but here's funny. Like, like this MMR range is funny. Like, I feel like everybody's improving all the time and dropping all the time, that they could beat anybody. Potato elo. So yeah, so that's the, sorry, I was answering messages and stuff. So that's kind of like the idea between who you can be who and that kind of thing. Like, look at Huey. Huey here is undead is about 1033. Let's say Huey's on like an improvement binge and he doesn't even know it, and he starts playing people a little bit higher than him. He starts beating them, and then all of a sudden he takes a game off a 1200 player, and then loses to a bunch of 1200 players. But he beat his first 1200 player. Like that's a sign of like you're improving. Continue on this path, and eventually you won't be 1,000 MMR anymore. You'll eventually be 1100 and 1200, right? So you get signs of improvement. But if you're never beating players better than you, that means you're not improving. Right? Doesn't mean you have to beat, like, on pay-per-view, we should never beat a 1,500 player. But you could potentially be beating the guys 1,100 and 1,120 and 1,150. Right? Unless all of a sudden he does like an uptick in MMR swing. Let's say all of a sudden Huey's playing Criplord Expo every game. And against Night Elf, he's still doing it, but not having success like me. Like I got 1550 undead doing Criplord Expo, Criplord Firelord. I just suffered greatly against Night Elf. You know? But if I ever figured that out, then my MMR would jump. On paper, not now, before. So sometimes people are playing the wrong race. And eventually they're just like, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to play this race. And all of a sudden they're like, hey, this makes more sense. And go, you know, normally I would say most people coming into Warcraft 3 don't instantly get better. And oftentimes StarCraft players come in very frustrated and can't get better fast enough. And they instantly lose interest because Warcraft 3 is there's so many variables that they lose interest, and they want the immediate success. They want to be good. You know, a grandmaster in StarCraft 2 wants to be a grandmaster in Warcraft 3, but that doesn't translate like that all the time. Like, I don't know. Of all the StarCraft 2 people that I know that came over, I think maybe one of them hit 1600. I don't know who else. You know, look at so many little intricacies to learn Warcraft 3, little map. Yeah, 100%. Look at Tyler 1. Tyler 1 a couple seasons ago on the patch came in, hit 1500, had a stride, was like, I'm gonna go good at this, and then he left, came back, and then he couldn't play to the same level. But the game also changed, and the players also got better. Like the players at the 13 and 1400 level got better, right? Some of them got better and went up in MMR. Some of them didn't, but still got better and stayed there. They just couldn't compete with the MMR above them. That's why I say 1200 today is not 1200 3 years ago, because all the MMRs get deeper. And you also have the long stay guys who always stay at certain MMR, like, you know, go to 1800. There's a bunch of guys at 1800 that have been 1800 for a couple of years. They're stuck there. There's a couple of 2K players that are stuck at 2K. So, like, those MMRs are hard stuck. They could do really well at those MMRs. And anybody coming in, you have to beat those guys. They're the measuring stick. You know, it's tough. It's tough. Jinvar, man, he's put in some work. He's been improving over the last couple of seasons. Look at Jinvar. 1885 this season. What was he last season? 1915 last season. 1900 a couple of seasons ago. And that's direct strike. 1865. So Jinvar's been 1800 and 1900, and his orc hit 2K this season. Wow. His human, but his orc hit 2K. So there you go. Jinvar's a guy that's slowly making that extra progress, and then going 5-0 to start this season and hit 2K, 2042 MMR. That's really something. So, like, but he's playing human. He's playing human. I was supposed to cast Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Sorry. What do you guys feel about the new map for Warcraft 3? Somebody was asking me earlier. Fading Autumn. I don't like it. I really thought maybe, you know, play a little bit on it. I need to let me pull up, like, let me find the map, like an image of it. Warcraft 3. I think it's on Hive. I'm just searching it. Nope, that's not that. Liquipedia, Fading Autumn. Is there like a better thing of it? Trying to find. Is it this one? Oh yeah, it's this one. There we go. Fading Autumn feels small. Yeah. A little more. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Come on, I can't get rid of it. All right, get rid of it. What the heck happened here? Okay, so here are the previews of the map. Let's look at it like this. Can I download it? Let's download it. All right. Okay. Starting. You got an orange, you have your green, and then there's like a lot of like open space here to your really far out green here. Once you get to the middle of the map, I find like this part here is really awkward, and when you're coming out here, this mercenary camp is like too tucked into your base, where I'd rather like I think I'd rather the shop here or something like that. Like it's very awkward, or at least the shop turned into you, because both these are turned out towards the middle. Like this is out to middle to middle to middle to middle. And I kind of feel like it's just a lot of running around here doing nothing. And it doesn't make for flow, and it's very awkward for orc, in my opinion. Like here, you put an AOW, you're literally walking your AOW to here, to here, to here, to here. Or to here, to here, to here even. Or even to the red camp. Like very easy for a night elf. But it's very awkward for orc to run around to get items to do stuff. And I don't like this at all. The middle is very awkward. It's like they took two maps and squished them together. And we already have a similar map like this. Kind of. We don't need it. So looking at and I push for Figglewig maps and those type of things. Turtle Rock needs to be out of the map pool. Twisted Meadows needs to be out of the map pool. Fading Autumn does not. It's not that good. Tide Hunters is fine. Springtime is fine. I personally don't like Shallow Grave, but let people be there. You know, whatever. Leave it there. Scrimmage sucks. Northern Isles is fine. Last Refuge, some people are kind of sick of Last Refuge. I can understand. Hammerfall hasn't been in the ladder that long, and it's okay. Like, I like it. I think Echo Isles needs to go, and Autumn Leaves is probably one of the best ones. Right? Does that make sense? Did that make sense? Like, there's clearly, and I don't know, of the people I've spoken to, they're not too fond of, like, they're just, you know, it's a bit awkward. Echo and Last Refuge are both total crap, in my opinion. Yeah, like, take them out. Like, we need, half the map pool needs to be changed now. Like, really. Like, yeah, okay, this is a new map, but we have other new maps from other map creators. Like, this got pushed through. Like, maybe the rest of this stuff's okay, but this here is, like, really awkward, in my opinion. Yeah. Lost Temple. Lost Temple for team games and stuff or whatever is fine. You know. Evanescence versus Sheik playing Night Elf. Sheik's been bouncing around. Bus Driver versus Jinvar. Let's check that out. Great team map. But terrible for solo. Yeah, it's terrible for solo. 100%. Oh, Jinvar is playing human here. I thought he was playing orc for a second. When is he his orc? He's pretty good. He's pretty good, this guy. So looking at Last Refuge, you know what would be nice for Last Refuge is if the red camp was here, tucked away on either side, and the expo was further in, right? And the middle was a little bit more symmetrical with the green camps. And then you would open up more space on the map. And I think I'd like this top base to be a little bit more that way, to be honest. A little bit more like angled like that. And so you could potentially put another creep camp on the map. Another couple of them or something, or an extra gold mine somewhere. Would be something. Maybe you would take out the tavern and put well, actually, I think you just leave this here like this. Only one tavern. Like, what else can you do on this map? It's funny though, eh? The bottom's green, the top is not. It doesn't feel very symmetrical, this map, in general. Like, it does feel a little bit awkward. I don't know who has the advantage here. Like, are the distances the same? Ish? Maybe. Like, it does feel like it needs improvements now. Like, look at this gap here. There's a gap here. There's a gap here. I don't know. I don't know. You could take this all out and put the expo here. Like an extra expo. And then add a green somewhere. I wonder what that would look like. I think that would be interesting. Yo, what's up, buddy? How are you? All's well in the world. Detto loses instantly, and Blue Drivers here is going Panda. He's not a Stickler though. Stickler is a DH Naga guy. Good sir, thank you. Feeling better lately, and today I have my days. On my days, feeling good. Ish.
Players' forces are under attack.
How are you doing? What's the new? Checking my messages. Hunter's Hall, Ancient of War, you're gonna cancel them. It got wrecked again in 1v1 last night. I've been a losing streak, but I'll come back. Yeah, I've been having I've been 3-6 this season so far, and hasn't been fantastic. Watching Team USA play right now, we're just scored only 2 minutes in. Who are they playing against? They're in a pretty good, I would say, Team USA got placed in a group that they're familiar with. They played those guys in friendlies, so they get to practice a lot. Same thing with Canada. So that, you know, rigged. They're not that good of teams. I would say USA is better than Canada. Oh man, Scotland's. Watch a couple of Scotland games because they happen to be on. Oh, terrible defenders. Terrible. We might win the first elimination round, but as soon as we run into anyone remotely good, GG. You just have to play good defense and have good goaltending. If you could do that, you could pull out a Hail Mary and like get one good shot and win a game. That's the one thing in soccer. It's like you could get outshot 15-0 and then manage to score one and win the game. Which I would love to see an underdog win. You know? If you had to ask me who is going to win, let's go with the prediction of The Simpsons. The Simpsons says it's supposed to be Portugal and Mexico. So let's see who gets to the finals.
A town is under siege. A player's force.
Elemental. So Jinvar playing human against Bus Driver. Bus Driver's 2k plus. Jinvar's like 1800 and 1900 as human. I mean, if we play France, Brazil, Portugal, Argentina, we're cooked. Well, I mean, Messi alone, he's going to score 3 goals against you just by, like, walking. Those are the teams that will be in the top 8 bracket type shit. Watch one of them get upset. Like, one of them is going to get upset somehow. Right? What's the great debate? Messi or Ronaldo? I always thought Ronaldo was the best, to be honest. But I mean, you can't argue not taking one or the other. They're so good. You're saying, but after I think a lot last World Cup, I think Messi stole that. It's not an argument anymore. Yeah, yeah. Well, let's see what happens. Maybe Portugal wins. There's a lot of guys running around Montreal here with like Portugal stuff. One guy has a BMW with an entire Portuguese flag painted on his hood. He's driving behind me today. Not a big footballer fan. What I know about Messi tells me that he's the best. Supposedly, he's the only player who is the faster with the ball than without it. Like, how does that even make sense? Also, different players, so I don't feel like comparing. Used to be in the Ronaldo camp myself, Mike. Yeah, they're different. I would say Messi is like Sidney Crosby of the NHL, and Ronaldo is Alexander Ovechkin. Right? Yeah, 38, 37 is crazy. Guys are playing at such high level now. Facts, baby. Facts. Panda hunts. Gonna need some breaker gas or... Oh, he's going knights. Oh, yeah. He's 39. It's wild, eh? A lot of these athletes are playing later into their age because they want to hang on as long as possible. So much money on the line. It's not like in the old days where they got old and they just like they retired. Now the food and the supplements they take and the exercise and the regimens, like they could stay on and on and on and on for so long. Look at LeBron James. I mean, he's not in his prime anymore, but he could stay on and play a little bit. I wonder the thing with Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, after all his injuries and stuff, just was never the same. LeBron, a great example. I think Chris Paul, before he retired, was spending at least 2 million a year. Yeah. Well, you also be like, listen, I'm not making 10 million a year anymore. I gotta like cut my expenses. Hunt's getting in. You trying to go Griffins? Is he gonna TP? He's not gonna TP. He's gonna lose the castle here. I don't know. I think he should TP right away. Yeah, it looks like GG. Good bolt. Does he have dust? He has dust. Now he got one. 3-2-1 versus Panda 4. He's gonna be 5. Tree of Ages. Imagine that. Tier 3 human losing to Panda Huntresses. Crazy. Yeah, Griffins might be the answer, but it's expensive on one base. Couple nights out. And he's gonna go for a drop.
A player's forces are under attack.
There she goes, boys. There she goes. Contains the castle. Still no griffins. 49, 49. Okay, one griffin. Yeah, he's got to stay under 50. Christet needs. As Mr. Saul 8-Man would say, Gryphones? What's Gryphones? What does that mean? Oh, Greifens. Greifens. I thought I was I was like, what's he talking about? He's got the Greifens. It's a strong accent. Chase it down. Chase it down. Oh, it's smart. Yeah. I never see his streams because I'm never on. Oh, when he's on. Sells the cloak. Yeah, I was like, you're better off killing some footies here. There's the expo. Honestly, I think he should be hunting down huntresses.
A player's forces are under attack.
Building griffins, too. This is tough, man. Hey!
Forks just raided with 19 viewers.
Mr. Forks. What's up, buddy? Thanks for the raid. Go Brazil. Brazil for World Cup. They might just take it. I was watching Brazil play yesterday. TP's up. The mad guys. The super YouTuber. How's he not building? Okay, he is building another griffin. With the expo up here. 2-1. The old scroll and words. Like, you can't, it's so hard to do this on one base now. I know he's been abused. You can't really afford to go over 50. He has to expand and he can't. You have to get luckier. You gotta catch some huntresses. That's the only way. There's 2 griffins hanging out. And he does have some sorks, right? Not anymore. That's too bad.
Player's forces are under attack.
No TP. A couple of sorks. Maybe some claps, some bolts. Staffs one out. Clap. Dust. No dust. Couple nights in. Wow, man, the panda's brutal. Brutal. Water elementals actually do not do bad here. Your ward in the back. Cancelled. Paladin. You had an extra mana pot, potentially. Oh, Jinfar's got so much money. So much money. Heal scroll. Get everybody together. Level 6 panda. Oof. Oh, my God. Brutal. More griffins coming out. Yes, no, yeah. Where's the extra? Did he lose one? One? I think he did lose one. Yeah, he needs a mana pot. Definitely needs a mana pot. Can't build any sorks. He doesn't have a sanctum. Panda 6, and that's your worst nightmare. Oh, there's the extra griffin. What could be good here is if he buys a scroll protection and a mana pot, and then goes pushes the huntresses. I don't think you can do too much. Paladin's gotta be careful. You know? Start bolting. Like, kill all the huntresses. Let's have some out. Paladin. Archers in the back here, tough. He took ultimate. Griffin. Oh, he could have saved that too. That's right, all the huntresses. See, now Manapod here would be huge. Paladin, super low. It's Archer. Griffin coming in.
Are under attack.
Get that Huntress. Alright, level 4 Paladin, level 4 Archmage. Oh, and Bus Driver left. Sorry, Blues Driver left. And Jinvar is victorious. Good game by Jinvar. He hung on for dear life there. Shout out to Mr. Forks for the raid. What happened here? Was a good game by Jinvar. I have to check. Hold on a second. I have to check the other Discord. Rada, what's up, buddy? What's the good word? Is Stickler back in a game? Because we just watched one of his games. Yeah, man, I'm doing good. How are you doing? We watched this one from Stickler. Is he on BattleNet now? I think he's on BattleNet. Sheik playing Night Owl. Jinvar 1900 human now? Not sure. Yeah, I was watching him earlier. Been on a bit out. Yeah. I hear you. Who else is on? Yen's playing Undead. Stickler versus Ichiban. Let's watch Stickler versus Ichiban from earlier. Who are you cheering for in the World Cup, Crowder? So Fading Autumn, Ichiban playing Orc, Stickler playing Night Elf. So this is what I was talking about. Like, this map seems so weird in the middle. Like, there's so much extra space here. And, like, the run to all the way to the shop on your side is, like, out of the way. I don't know about this map. Honestly, I'm not crazy about it. Cabo Verde. D. It's a really good human map. I think it's a good Night Elf map. Easy for human to do. For human can do mercenary camp. Ronaldo in Portugal EMA. Oh, don't tell Stickler that. But they can do this. Yeah, it's a good human map. I think this is a really rough map for Orc. Just because there's so much running around in the middle. Canada, I mean, Canada's gonna make it into the next round just because they're in an easy group. Creep Merc camp with AM 2 footies, 6 militia instantly, then get the green towards center. Militia creeps to green next to base, and AM is level 3 and anyways before 4-minute mark. Who am I cheering for? Honestly, the thing with the thing with the World Cup is I really would like to see like an underdog team just win the whole thing, or like do an upset. I want to see upsets. I don't care who wins. You know, like tell me Argentina is gonna lose to like Scotland, run random game. I want to see that. I want to see how. That's what I want to see. Ecuador. Well, there you go. Ecuador upset Germany. Ecuador actually has a good team this year. Didn't they sit? Didn't Germany sit out some players? I think they rested some of their guys. No. I mean, if you were going to be ahead, right? Thanks for follow, Mr. MSG. It's not the veteran Smurfs Germany from 5 to 10 years ago. Bonsoir, monsieur. Comment ça va? Almost spelled correctly. Love it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Guys would win World Cup just with 5 players. Yeah. Yeah. The good old days. Bien. Je cherchais quelqu'un qui streamait a Warcraft 3. Well then, monsieur, welcome, bienvenue.
Player's forces are under
Je m'appelle Monsieur Mike. Moi, je suis un anglophone, mais j'habite au Québec. Et ici, c'est beaucoup des Américains. On fait des tournois, des choses comme ça. As any sport, all I want is some underdog go out and wild and win. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh no, Stickler.
are under attack. Town is under siege.
Stickler. Did by circlet? Circlet? He did. Expo going down. Mana burn. Easy peasy here. Look at the grunt. Just hanging out. Good, then I'll speak English. You can speak French. You can speak English. We actually have some French Quebecers. A couple of them in the Discord. Exclamation Discord if you guys want to join. Vacor is one of our like francophones, but we have a couple of other French-speaking guys that are in and out sometimes. But a lot of Americans. For all my years living in Cado Verde, I want them to go Big D. I think if you're lacking on the skill department, if you have big, good mobile defensemen in soccer, just like in hockey, you could, and you know, solid goaltender, you could win games. Level 3. What's the item? Pen of Energy is not what he wants. Grunts are waiting in the open here. Mirror image. You know, get rid of the trapper. Making history, very proud of them. Yeah, man. It's good to see. I like that the World Cup is bigger this year, that they let more teams in. Portugal can EMA and go 0-3. NHL feels way different now. The games are over 5.5 goals every time now. It feels like they don't focus on defense anymore. You can't focus on too much defense anymore, because even if you do, the players are so good, the shooters are so good that you're gonna score. And the goalies have changed from acrobatic reflex goaltending to butterfly for so long that to get out of that mindset and be more flexible and spontaneous, like that takes a couple of generations to like get back to that, because it's the training, right? Makes me mad. Doesn't feel like hockey anymore. Like man, how many used to watch like some really good 2-1 games, and now it's like 5-4, 5-6, 6-5, 7-5. Everybody sad and my sister. You know, to me, the problem with hockey is that's not hockey anymore. It's a lot of whiny nonsense. Too many superstars that are just there for the money. Like nobody's like pouring their pouring their guts in like in the old days. Like I remember staying up for that run where Anaheim went all the way to the finals, and like every game that playoff season was like going to overtime. I watched every game. It was crazy. I was like Jean-Sebastien Giguère that was the goalie at the time for the run. We need goalies like that back. We need the old school, like, roughneck goalies that just old school Berder style goalies to come back. It's the only way. Skill over technique. Used to be a grinded out physical battle and both teams were dead by the end. Not the case anymore. Yeah. We need old school Berder back. We need the skinny pads with the stand-up goaltending. We need Billy Ranford back. That's what we need. And goalie fights every second game. You know what also he's saying about how there's so many goals. The stick technology is so much better now. Like you see those things whip. They're crazy. There was 2 goalie fights this year. Yeah, I didn't watch a lot this year. Barely. I just watched highlights. But the equipment is absurd. How good it is. How light it is. And you're Portuguese. That's how I was asking you. Like, who are you rooting for? Itchy man going into Wind Riders here. Let's get his Expo up. Double Bestiary. So Stickla's going hippos. What the Ogre Magi? For real, for real. For real, for real. I watched a couple of games. Who was I watching? We watched all the highlights with the kids the last day. They wanted to see that, so we watched all the highlights of all the games. There's a Wind Rider. No, Heal Wave. Shadow Hunter. Yeah, he's abusing these archers here. Messi fanboy since you were young. Portugal colors and jerseys are sick though. But yeah, it's their staple, right? But who's the best? Messi or Ronaldo? That's the question. Messi. Crowder says Messi. One AP in the back here.
Are under attack.
Gotta be real. There's actually a website dedicated to Ronaldo versus Messi, all their career stats and everything. You can actually go pull it up. He's just shitting on the argument now. It's like the Michael Jordan versus LeBron argument. Who's the best? Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Although these guys are not playing at the same time, right? Alchemist goes down. Messi? Two games, 7 goals. One outside. Ronaldo, 11 games, 2 goals. Yeah, Ronaldo, in the last 10, 11 games hasn't been in international matches anyways. Different eras. I think basketball too. Basketball. This is the 3-pointer era. The traveling era. Soft. It's soft compared to what it used to be. But the funny thing is the athletes are better. And you're better trained and you have access to better programs. You have access to better supplements. It's just funny. I don't know. But I think take any of like the top 5 players from a previous generation against the top 5 players today. You know, like Michael Jordan and a couple guys in their prime. I think those guys would just rip them today. They just ripped them. Stickler here. Can he kill the blade? Oh. He got the blade.
A town is under siege.
What do you mean? How much? It's crazy how much faster they're even compared to 3 years ago. I watch NBA all the time. But I think that's like with any sport. Every decade, the game gets faster. Training's different. The regiments are different. Like in the past with NHL, weren't guys going down and like smoking cigarettes and having a case of beer? Like before the game and after the game, going to strip clubs and do whatever, and then a bunch of the young kids coming in, or they got their gaming systems and they're not doing the same thing necessarily. That's when hockey was real. When you could smoke a cigar, drink a 6-pack, get on the ice and score 6 goals. You know, all the CTE, man. Imagine nobody wearing helmets today. That's terrible. Low key from physical sports, not esports. They are more athletic than rather skilled. They're more athletic than skilled, you're saying now. Yeah, the 4th liners. They would just fight. Emotional damage. I don't think it works. The best. The Billy Ranford. We need the goalies. The thin goalies with the thin pads back. DH almost dies here. Almost. He saves him. He saves him here. One Torin hanging out. How much we got? 5K? 2,800? Getting a Chimbroost? DH is coming back. DH never dies, Williams. Never dies. Ask Williams about his thoughts on basketball. He had one. He had a wind. Where is it? He lost it. He had one. I'm pretty sure he had one. DH dies, just gets rebought. This Torrent's just chilling here again. Oh, he's coming back. What's the hot take on basketball? Basketball players better today? Could the top 5 play the top 5 from like 20 years ago? No more hot takes. It's all about the golf now. Look at that, getting bloodlust on the DH. Baseball season. Now, who's better, baseball players today or baseball players from 20 years ago? And is everything still the Moneyball way? Got to do it all analytics. Actually, one of the guys at work was telling me that he's saying that baseball teams are getting away from the only analytics thing and kind of going back into the middle. Let people use roids in sports again. Maybe that's what they're doing. We just don't know. Growth hormones. To life. Oh, you could have crept that, but to the red camp. Wind tick. Jim Roosts. Oh, 4-2-1 versus 5-4, and you guys know once the blade's 5, it's a tough go. Set your words on the ground. Does he not have this Tauren grouped in? Or he does?
The town is under siege.
I'm an RTS legend? No way, man. I'm an RTS old man. Comes the blade. Blade with the invul. Boots of Quel'Thalas is a +5. Tanky, tanky, tanky. Me too, bro. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Although, I gotta tell you guys. Streaming at night and playing RTS at night is too tiring. I'd much rather play during the day. But then, you know, when you gotta go to work, you gotta go to work. NBA now is a flop fest. D Wade and LeBron started that. You think so? I never figured out Warcraft 3. I was born a decade too late to play and learn. You can never too late to play and learn Warcraft 3. You know, you can get to a point and enjoy it wherever you can get to it. There's some guys at 90 MMR, believe it or not. I think the most flopping and diving comes from soccer. Everybody's like, oh, my shin. Oh, then they get up 2 seconds later and everyone's fine.
A player's forces are under attack.
Soccer's the new diving. Level 5 DH. Been watching BC teach me how to play Malians in the AOE. Yeah, I saw you asking about that in his channel. I think I did, or somebody else did. Or in the Discord, maybe. He's bringing the Wisp with him. The Zerg of AOE. My ear. Torrent's getting on top of the Dryads. Blade still's got the invul here. Pops the invul. Alchemist. Potion. Oh my god. Anti-magic shield. Staffs him out. I think he lost like everything. Everything. What about golf? Stickalon champs just confirmed. Well, this game is from earlier. And we watched one of his other ones, but this was from earlier. I think he did 1-2 more games than W3C, the last one it was. Yeah, he bounces between the two. Makes sense, right? Retraining to mana burn and evasion. 61 supply to 49 supply. Like, what can you do here? The Torrent are just gonna wreck everything on the ground, and the Wind Riders. $3,400 on the Expo. Expo's out. Main is out. Oh, he's out. That's crazy. He's out. Yeah, I think this is over.
A player's forces are under attack.
Here comes the final push. Anti-magic shield, detonation, mana burn. It's got mana pot though. Level 6 blade. It's over. It's gonna TP anyways, but Dead Alchemist. Walking the Tree of Eternity over 69 to 23 food. And the one bear. Look at the blade, plus 12 claws. He's got plus 28 total. It's a decent item. Shadow Hunter, 2 speed scrolls. Sets up. Oh, Itchy Band's gonna come over. No doubt. There we go. Is he really not? Is he really afraid? Does he not know what's going on? He's gonna Manor Expo him in his face. Well, it was a good game. Still has an invul. Sass the DH. Yeah, it's a rough. At this point, it's rough, but still played a good game. GG. Checking the oh, God, these guys. Checking the Canadian Discord. The game just ended 3 series to replay if you want to. Me versus Serial Osiris versus Tiny. Worst archers were pretty lame. What's today? Thursday? Today's Thursday? One second, guys. So I'm gonna do all those tomorrow. Friday here? Yeah, Friday on your end. So tomorrow I'm going to try to cast some AOE4 during the day after work. Try to finish. I'm gonna finish early, so I'm gonna get home and stream that on YouTube. Maybe Twitch, maybe both. Won't do that now though. It's gonna be separate VOD. Oh, I disconnected. Am I still here, guys? Stream live? Okay. Interesting. Everything's running. Matchmaking down. The matchmaking service is disconnected. Anybody else having champs issues? It was authentication, Bill. Just like that, the Empire Strikes Back. See, maybe that's why Stickler went to BattleNet. All right, well, let's go to BattleNet. I haven't played on BattleNet in a while. You haven't logged in on 2 months? I haven't logged on long time. Same message? Yeah, something's off. Something's afoot. It went away? Maybe it was a small patch. You're grinding BattleNet Legion Custom. I've never played that. What's that like? Can you keep an eye on the baby while you play it? Yeah, man. Hey, how's the baby? Am I calling it a night? No, I'm staying for a bit. I'm staying. Awesome, dude. It's like the best thing ever, minus the lack of sleep. There's 16 people playing 4v4. 2 more months, he's bigger than you? Hell yeah. Isn't that crazy? Hey, reset. Reset was just here. Orc Brave versus Baron. Orc Brave popped on. What did we miss so far? Okay, we saw that. Jinvar Baron. Hazy's playing a bunch. Reset. Hazy. 20 days, he's 6 months old. So it's so well the time flies. Time just disappears. Like it's nuts. This is the 1900 level. Odin. Rafa. Yeah. No, that's one thing. Time seems weird. Seems real because we always have reference points to when we were at a certain point of ourselves. But there's always forward momentum, and you can never go back. And then when you look at a picture from the past, you're like, "Wow, that happened," but it always feels surreal because there's always forward momentum. You can never go back. Time's not a circle, right? Can you time travel? No, you can't time travel. You can't time travel to the past. I can remember my son in 7th grade being home for school during the pandemic. He starts college next month. Crazy, man. Crazy. Let's do Baron game. Baron reset? Hey. Wild, eh? Wild. Remember the first time a girl told you that she might be pregnant? When was that? Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Right? Was she lying? Or is it true? A friend of mine, there's the ghoul pull. A friend of mine actually had somebody do that to him and lie about it for a couple months. And she put on this whole show, this whole lie about it, milked him. She was like guilt tripping him, trying to control him so he wouldn't break up with her. She lied about it for like 3 months. Then he figured it out. Then they broke up. And to go away. Took a lot of damage. So that's a late DK from pulling the ghoul, right? For real, I remember when my girlfriend woke up at 7:47 and hugged me because the pregnancy test was positive. Best day of my life. Hey. And another Messi fan is born into the world. Look at them apples. Not eating a treat? Oh, he did. You're friends with your son's mother, that's about it. Happens. Chunky boy on the road to 6 months. He'll thin out. Just wait till he comes home one day and be like, Pa, I'm going to be a papa too. You know?
A player's forces are under attack.
Unholy first. We were smart enough to know that we were not compatible and just race together and share everything. Well, that's all right, man. You know, things work out the way they work out, right? I think the second best day of my life is what you just said, him being a papa. Exactly, exactly. We didn't even go through courts. No, there you go. Too many people are going through courts for divorces and all kinds of stuff. Look at these ghouls. I got a tear just thinking about it. It'll happen.
Forces are under attack.
Hey, Snack Hazard, how's it going, buddy? Long time no see. You always reply, I wouldn't feel right taking your custody away and most of your paycheck. Oh. Exactly. I'm on the road to 3 kids. They come much more easily to you when you're tired. When Solstice is tired and he hasn't slept in 72 hours, he says some interesting things. 3 days straight. Tears of men. Well deserved, man. Well deserved. You know? Healthy and everything's good. Extra grip, tech. Into Garks. Oh, immolation. That was detonation. Naga gets out with the wisp. Foil says the ghoul for now. It's level 3. It's hard as undead in this situation. I never went to the hospital. I was in Vegas doing stuff in strip club. Well, sometimes, you know. Because you guys weren't living together, right? You're saying? I just want to be the father I never had. What a good guy. Well, it kind of makes sense, I gotta say. Lich. Gargs.
A player's forces are under attack.
Triads. Make keeping it too real, gentlemen. Too real. But what if we did choose to be here? Or what if we didn't choose, but we were selected to be here?
A player's
Think
forces
about
are
that.
under attack.
Selected. Here's your biggest test. Go. I made a call. I was there. I enrolled him in soccer. I helped with him homework. I read to him nightly. And I worked endlessly on homework. Sports making him the man he has become. And look at that. And now he's going to become the next superstar. Foil Nova. Pool goes down. DH is fearless, you know? Just runs in. You do what you can, man.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hope we will all be a good role model for the next ones. Well, the next ones need the role models. I've on his way to a strong degree at university in cybersecurity for one day working for the FBI. Hey, look at that. Level 3 now go. Imagine Gargs were like Vikings, land it and can fight on the ground. Oh, they can let us know who got rid of Biggie, 100%. We want to know. Who got rid of Biggie? P. Diddy did it. No, I don't even know. I have no idea. The aliens? The good looking ones or the ugly ones? DH is bugged there for a second. Aliens? Nah. Don't buy that at all. Don't buy that for a second. The
Stickler just
stickler.
rated with 73 views.
The stickler.
A town is under siege.
Shout out to the big man. Go Portugal. World Cup champions. We watched some of your games, by the way. I'll help you know. Ronaldo EMA. Nate hired a hit on Big E to retaliate for Tupac's death. Off topic, you asked. We did. Some of your champ games. We watched a couple of them. I think that the one you versus Ichiban and another one. So I think we won one, lost one that we saw. Yeah, to the lamer. I don't think we see orcs going Wind Riders too much against Night Elf. Haven't seen that in a while. First loss of the day doesn't count. Exactly. What's it like though? Because like I see you playing on Battle.net, but what's the caliber of games like on Battle.net in general for you? Because you're like 5K plus, right? Frostworms. It's all about the gogs and frostworms. I'm saying, like, what are the caliber of games are like on Battle.net for you? Like, are you meeting good players in general? Sometimes versus 2K. Sometimes, or more Grandmaster games. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 2K shit life. Yeah. That's like being stuck in the middle. Like, you're too good, but you're not good enough to be here, or you're not good enough to be here. Or you're too good to be here and not good enough to be here. And there's not enough players there. You only have fun in W3C if you become a true good top 50 player. 60% win rate at least. You're gonna do it. 2200 MMR Stickler and Night Elf incoming. Having 50% tilts you hard. It sucks. Yeah, but if you're constantly playing guys with a Grandmaster, that sucks. Yeah, no, I get it. Just don't smash the keyboard out. Exactly, we can't. Although, do what I do. When I find extra supplies and stuff, I find them, I keep them. I got like 25 Dell keyboards at work, and I just hold on to them in case I need them. Or I give them away whenever somebody needs like a used computer, or like I'll try to like find parts and stuff. Stickler did grind Big D last year. 21K is legit damn good. It is very good. Now he's got to get to 22. Stickler versus Carson, show match of the year. Here comes reset, mana burn. Yeah, you've been playing a lot lately.
A town is under siege.
You'd meet up with him in September and you'll coach him. Don't worry. Okay, good. After Portugal wins the World Cup. How many Frostworms he's got here? No upgrades. Gabo Verde. Yeah, exactly. There you go. It's funny, eh? The Garg and Frostworms, no statues. Double hero. Double hero. He had an expo, it's gone. Now Reset's got an expo.
A player's forces are under attack.
In ball, mana burn. Triad goes down. I thought the Lich had, for a second I thought I was clicking on the Lich. I'm like, why does the Lich have the Orb of Venom? Focuses down everything, forces the TV. And everything's looking up Millhouse, guys. 51 supply to 40 though. Baron's got 40 supply. Reset's got 51. He's over 50. He's mining on 2 bases.
Are under attack.
AOW is moving into position. You kind of can't go over 50 in this situation. Cloak of Flames. Level 4, level 4. Coils, Novas. So we get Mana Bird anyways. And we got another Frostburn coming out. 2 goals on Lumber. Scroll of Healing, Mana Pot, another Scroll of Healing.
A player's forces are under
It's literally, when you're facing Night Elf, I think, as Undead in this situation, it's like you need 2 Mana Pots on a DK, on a Lich. Like at a high level. But then when you're in this situation, like how can you keep affording that? Still a Troll Priest right there. Time is it's a bit early. Luckily I could sleep in a little bit tomorrow. Alright, almost gets level 5. Another Frostworm. 50. Extra Garg here. No upgrades. And 0 upgrades. So I guess at this point, 1900 left. Means almost out. Trying to expand. Can't. Cancels. Does he have TP? Does have a TP. Gonna get level 5 here. There it is. Same playing field? Almost. Detonation. There goes your mana again. That's a lot of Dryad. 72 supply here. Yeah, he had to bring the ghouls. Flames sold. More Gargs coming out. And anti-magic shield. Can't be targeted. Going after the Naga. TPs. Frostworm goes down. 70 to 45. With the Expo. Tinker. Picked up a Tinker here. Look at them apples. Maybe Tinker 3. You can level them up fast, but mana burn on Tinker. It's got no mana. Instantly no mana. Kargs. It's got another hero scroll, Nova. AP in the back here. Tinker, it's gonna go down. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Tinker. Dies. Dies to immolation. Still has a mana pot. Is he gonna save it? Saps him out. Oh, I can kill the Naga. Pop it, pop it. Oh my goodness. And DH backs full mana. Almost. Full health. Foil's Frostworm. Good micro in this whole fight from both players. Lich is dead. Fork Lightning. 47 and 20 supply. GG. That was a good game. That was a good game. GG Elf OP. Yeah, exactly. Damn Elf. Oh man. Oh. What's his face is playing AOE2 now. Nerf Wisp. I always thought, I don't think I've said this before, but I always thought since you have mana burn on the DH, like when a Wisp detonates, it should detonate to dispel summons, right? Like skeletons and water elementals and that kind of stuff. But it shouldn't take away mana from heroes or units, right? I always thought that. Like that's a strong worker. In my opinion. What do you guys think about that? Removes from your own at least. Except the acolyte chaos damage. Mana and buffs. It just seems like it's a little bit extra Ug Elf units so we can come together. Go down together. There's we've talked about a couple things when the patch stuff came out. Like Orc maybe needs a like higher clarity mana thing at tier 3. At tier 2, maybe a one stick ward, one purchasable that stocks very slowly, but costs a little bit. What did we say about Night Elf? Anytime we talk about Night Elf, everybody's like, you gotta nerf them, you gotta nerf them, you gotta DH this, blah blah blah. That like I would say revert the most of the defend change to back to close to 100%, maybe 80% of what it was. The one thing and this is for all of them, but it applies, I guess, especially, it would be like a bit of a nerf to Night Elf, is that when you have a staff of preservation and a staff of teleportation, and you staff your DH out, it should apply a cooldown to that staff as well. That's on all staffs. Hello, guy. Hello, what's up, buddy? The Moonwell changed from like 2 years ago. But Moonwell changed. Moon's never been as bad as now compared to many years ago. Where's my friend coming from? I think, them taking out the heal scrolls from the end dead shop, I think that was good. The wand of negation thing is a bit weird. I think militia armor should be probably reverted back to what it was, but definitely their cooldown. They shouldn't have a higher ceiling for timer for militia. It should be either what it is now or shorter, but definitely the armor should be back. Defense should be 80%, not 50% of what it was. Trying to think what else. I don't know. Maybe Griffins should be a tad slower. Too strong. Tier 3 humans very strong though. Farseer Farsight has to be changed. Like, it's not good. It's not good. Every race is better. I think the game's in a better state than what it used to be, right? I think you guys would agree in general. Any other games here? You have to compare all the patches. Odin versus Dogs in Berlin. That Supergirl movie that came out doesn't look too good. Looks kind of bad. But same thing with the Superman. Don't look crazy about it. You're forced to pose bears to heal, even if bears is going to be bad versus the enemy units. Well, bears are generally just a caster until they become frontline melee units. So yeah, all generally Night Elf has to play Dryad Bear or Bear Dryad. It's like all the time, right? Sadly. Bears are heroes. Autumn Alchemist Mass Tier 1, let's go. Just can't get the items. That's why Night Elf has to go like MGs and Chimeras after. Tomorrow's Friday, yes? Yes, tomorrow's Friday. We don't have another cup until July 10th for Figgle Cup. Big Cup 4. But I gotta plan some other cups too for the summer. AOE2. AOE4. AOE2 is cute, but like I much prefer to play AOE4 than AOE2. I think. Like it's got a lot of quality of life things that just seem better. Odin versus Dogs in Berlin. Peru versus Peru. Speed up a little bit. Die. Fortified bears. Imagine everybody playing Pally Rifle. It's too good. Imagine if, listen to this. Maybe I'm crazy. Imagine if Night Elves, when they built a Moonwell, had the choice of making it a life Moonwell or a mana Moonwell. So you couldn't get both. And one, obviously the mana regen on one Moonwell would be a lot less. So let's say you build a Moonwell, you get to choose if it's a mana Moonwell or a life Moonwell. And so obviously, like, and each of them would have a different capacity, right? You would have to balance it out so it doesn't, they wouldn't get too many buffs or regen, too much mana from that. But at least it'll give them a variety. Be like, you know what? I'm gonna go heavy on the mana Moonwells first. Like, imagine they went Alchemist first, and they're like, I'm just gonna get mana Moonwells. It's a thought. I don't know how good that would be. Or would it make sense? I think most Night Elf players would build life Moonwells first. So let's say you were building 4 in the beginning, like 1, 2, attack 3, 4. Maybe you would build 3 life ones and 1 mana one. Or maybe they would just build life Moonwells and be forced to buy clarities from their shop second because they want to save the healing from the wells. And maybe the mana regen ones would be good, but not that great. Like, but good, right? Not terrible that you wouldn't make them. Thanks for the raid, Stickler. Nice seeing you, buddy. Show the muscles. Go Portugal. Anyways, think about that. Think about that, Grotto. Tell your people. Say, Mr. Mike said this. What do you guys think? And then you wouldn't have to, like, change, like, the regeneration of this and the regeneration of that. You just have to balance it so, you know, maybe the mana regeneration would be a little bit slower. But then this way, when you go to it, you wouldn't necessarily be going to the Moonwell and be like, oh my god, I wanted to heal myself, but it took mostly mana for me. And then it would give them the awful choice, like, do I spend it on life Moonwells? Do I get a mana Moonwell? Oh geez, I didn't get a mana Moonwell. I'm screwed. I have to buy clarity. Like, that would be interesting. And then you would just make them a bit different. You would, like, this would be a life one, and you would just skin it a little bit differently, so you can tell the difference. So, like, in this instance, this would be life, 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 and he would make this one a mana one. But then the mana one would regenerate slower. PTR would have some fun games to watch for sure. I mean, I don't know who we talked to make that happen. Just to try it out, just for fun. But I think that would be cool. I would have went to Tinker here. That's a dead Tinker. Oh, AP's gonna go. Blade chopping away. 2 gloves of haste, man. Just talk to Grubby. Nobody has an opinion in this game. You added $240 worth of games, added the SIM card. Just what you need. Tell me what games you added. I need to know. That might be a dead blade.
A player's forces.
How come he didn't salve himself? Oh my god. He killed the wrong one. Wow. Wow, he's dead. Oh, he's dead. But he did get the towers up. And the Tinker's back. Just gotta kill the wells. I think I have deadlock. Who sent me the invite? Somebody sent me the invite, I think. Was it you, Prado? I think I have it. Somebody invited me. You invited Phalo? I don't see him streaming anymore. Or wait, was he streaming? I have a very foggy memory when it comes to things. That's a dead Tinker. AP's down. Is he not getting the blade? Dead. DS. Yeah, I haven't seen him stream DS in a while. Been a while since I've seen that. Yeah, I want to know the games, Phil. What games? What game is it? Because I need to know. I need to know, guys. Well, before I have an ad to let you guys know, but if you're new here, you want to join the Discord for some RTS games of Warcraft 3, and if you haven't followed me on YouTube, we're over 5,000 subs on YouTube now. The more the merrier. And this summer, I'm going to be putting some content out, some casting, Warcraft 3, AOE4, stuff like that. I'm going to be dabbling in some other games. No Rest for the Wicked streams, Warcraft 3, you name it. You name it. AOE3 is the best AOE? I suppose it is. All right, gentlemen, I am done for the evening. I will be on tomorrow during the afternoon for a little bit. And then I will be on in the evening. I will see you all demain. Capiche? GG's. Nice seeing you guys.
Memories forged in fields of war. Steel meets steel on lands we tore. Heroes rise, the drums beat loud. Our bond forged strong beneath the shroud. Command shouted through the air.